Have you ever wondered, just 1 minute every morning can change the way you look at life? Sounds unbelievable, right? But wait a minute. Don't pass it by. Because if you watch this video until the end, you will understand why most of us are losing the most precious thing without even knowing it. Just 1 minute, the door that changes everything. A study from Harvard University once concluded, how you spend the first 60 seconds after opening your eyes in the morning will directly affect your decision-making ability, emotions, and even happiness level throughout the day. The problem is 90% of us are doing it wrong. Very wrong. When you open your eyes, what is the first thing you do? Scroll through your phone? Check messages, emails, social networks? Or do you wake up in a hurry, feeling sluggish, rushed, stressed? All of those actions are reprogramming your brain in an unconscious way that you cannot control. I have a friend named Min. He works in an office, has a stable income, has a family, and lacks nothing. But every day for him is a series of fatigue, waking up without motivation, going to the company feeling sluggish, being reminded by the boss, coming home exhausted. He used to think, maybe it's because I'm not good. Maybe it's because I'm lazy. Or is life just like that? Until one day, he read a very short line on a foreign forum. Control your first minute, or the world will control you. Min decided to try. He spends exactly 1 minute every morning, no phone calls, no words, no hasty actions. Just sitting still, breathing deeply, and repeating a sentence. Sounds weird, right? But after just 3 days, he felt a different mind. After 1 week, he focused better. And after 21 days, he told me, I am not the same person I was last month. The question is, what is that saying? What is so magical about that 1 minute habit? And why do neuroscience today call the first 60 seconds the golden moment to reprogram the brain from scratch? Let's move on to part 2, where I will show you exactly what should you do in that 1 minute. Why is it so powerful that it can change your thinking, your motivation, and your whole life? And most importantly, how can you make it a habit as easy as brushing your teeth? Don't leave. The next part will make you shocked. 2. Just 1 minute, how your brain reprograms your entire life. Do you remember the feeling of waking up in the morning, opening your eyes, and then sighing? Nothing specific. Just the feeling of another long, tiring day starting. You haven't done anything yet, but your mind is already dragged down to the bottom. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you lack willpower. It's because you let someone else program your brain before you could do it. As soon as you open your eyes in the morning, your brain enters a special phase called the alpha brainwave state. This is the moment when your subconscious opens the door. Anything you put into it, images, sounds, thoughts, has many times more influence than normal. In other words, the first 60 seconds are when you are programming yourself. You can consciously load up with alertness, optimism, clarity of direction. Or unconsciously let negative emotions, chaos, and toxic information flood in. And guess what? 90% of people today choose to open their phones as soon as they wake up. Scroll through social media. Receive a negative news stream. See some random information. And so, they lose their whole day, from the first second. Revealed, what to do in 1 minute of miracles. So, what should we do in that 1 minute? The answer is extremely simple, but you need to experience it long enough to see its true power. As soon as you open your eyes, don't reach for your phone. Let your mind remain in that clear blank state. Then, close your eyes, place your hands on your chest, and do these 3 steps exactly. Take a deep breath, exhale slowly, 5 times. With each breath, imagine yourself filling up with energy and breaking through stagnation. Repeat a powerful affirmation. This can be your choice, but don't just pick one. It needs to be designed. For example, I am strong enough to take control of this day. I act with clarity, determination, and peace. I don't react to the world. I create it. Open your eyes, smile slightly, and sit up like a warrior. Don't hang your head. Don't be sluggish. Don't be slow. The first action will determine the rest of your mindset for the day. A tech CEO in Singapore once shared, "I used to suffer from mild anxiety. Every morning when I woke up, my mind was spinning with hundreds of thoughts and things to do. I tried meditation, tried exercise, tried drinking coffee, nothing worked. Until I practiced 60 seconds of mindfulness every morning, and the affirmation, 'I am not a victim of my schedule. I am the one who designed it.' Not only did I adjust my mentality, but I also increased my company's revenue by 400% in 1 year." You see, 1 minute doesn't change the world. But it changes you. And you are the one who changes the world. But here's what you need to understand. 1 minute of mindfulness is not a panacea. It doesn't work miracles if you do it superficially. On the contrary, if you understand the principle correctly, the idea behind it, you can use it to hack your brain, upgrade your emotions, and completely change the way you act in life. 3. Reprogramming your life. How to make a small minute big power. You've been motivated. You've tried to start making changes. But after a few days, everything goes back to the way it was. The reason is not because you're not good enough. It's because your brain, it doesn't like change. The truth is, our brain hates anything new. It will do anything to pull you back to your comfort zone, even if that area is stressful, tiring, stagnant. So if you've ever heard someone say, "Just make a habit," they're only telling you half the truth. Every behavior, thought, or reaction you repeat creates a neural pathway in your brain. It's like a path in the woods. The more you walk it, the clearer it becomes. The same goes for your morning routine. If you've spent years waking up in a rush, checking your phone, thinking negatively, that's your default pathway. When you start doing something new, for example, a 1-minute mindfulness session, a positive affirmation, your brain will resist. It sends signals like, "This is not familiar. This is taking too long. Let's sleep for 5 more minutes." It's not that you're lazy. It's that your brain is keeping you in the old mode. Now you know. Change is a battle with yourself. Here are 3 simple yet powerful steps to beat your old brain and turn 1 minute every morning into a daily mental reset. Step 1. Pick a morning pillar. Don't rely on willpower, rely on automatic triggers. You have to tie this 1 minute to an action you do every morning that you can't miss. For example, as soon as you put your feet on the floor, when you wash your face, or while waiting for the water to boil for coffee. Create a logical link between something you always do and your new habit. Step 2. Make it too easy to fail. Don't try to make it perfect. Just maintain the frequency, even if it only takes a few seconds each time. If you are too tired one day, just repeat one positive statement. If you can't meditate, just take one deep breath. As long as you don't let the chain break. Because when the chain breaks, your brain will return to the old path. Step 3. Reward yourself, right after doing it. The brain reacts strongly to rewards. Immediately after doing 1 minute of mindfulness, do an action that makes you feel happy. Laugh out loud. Pat yourself on the shoulder. Or silently say, "I am in control of my life." It sounds childish. But it is the hormone dopamine, the pleasure substance in the brain, that will help strengthen the new path. A friend of mine, a high school teacher. She was so stressed that her hair fell out, and she had insomnia. She tried yoga, read psychology books, went to therapy, then gave up. Finally, a psychiatrist asked her, "Can you control the first minute of every morning?" From that day on, she started spending exactly 60 seconds, just standing in front of the mirror and saying, "I deserve peace. I am good enough to face whatever happens today." 3 months later, she wrote a thank you letter to the doctor. "I am not only healthy again, I feel alive again." You can work your whole life to change your circumstances. Or, you can start with 1 minute every morning to change yourself. You don't need time. You need initiative. Just 1 minute, regularly, intentionally, and you will no longer be the same person you were last month. And if you are still here, listening to this minute, I believe you are ready. Don't just listen. Try it tomorrow morning. And you will no longer want to live the same mornings. If you find this video touching something in you, leave a comment. I choose to master the first minute of my day. Because you know what? You are the one who creates the future you want. Start with 1 minute. 1 breath. 1 decision.